From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Actually, I've inserted myself into an already made program, so you won't find out everything I know about Alan Lomax. He was a bull in a china shop, and everywhere was a china shop to him. He had a wonderful un-American quality in that he didn't want people to love him. He didn't care. He knew what he wanted to do, and he left a string of broken hearts behind him and a huge body of work, incredible, unbelievable amount of work. And what, now, was it you, Jennifer, that said that without Alan, that English revival would not have happened. He landed in, I don't know how much has been said about his sojourn in England. I think it was about 8 or 9, 10 years, something like that. And he landed like a bomb there. He always went immediately to where things were happening. And he assumed that people would want to know everything that he wanted to do. And even if they didn't, he got them to doing it. So he went to the BBC, and he enlisted some of the major producers. He went into the theater world, enlisted one of the major radical theaters, the Theater Workshop. But one of the most important things he did, and this is very important for us, you know, which is if you have this friend here, and you know they're going to get along and do something really important, you bring them together. Now, he was a catalyst, and that was one of his big jobs. He brought people together. Bert Lloyd and Ewan MacColl were both living in London, and they didn't work together. Alan brought them together, and he brought people from America over. His purpose was not to insert American music into England. What was happening there at the time was a worship, and I mean worship, of American music. They worshipped it so much that when they wore their jeans, they tie-dyed them, and then they arranged so that the bleach marks would look like bars, as if they had been behind bars down in Mississippi somewhere. They sent for Bull Durham, and they rolled it, and they talked out of the corners of their mouth, and they wore cowboy hats. It was insane, you know. I mean, a lot of it was very funny, but it was a mistaken identity, you know, identity crisis. So one of the things that Alan did was bring together a lot of English people who sang beautifully with American people who sang beautifully. The folk songs, I don't mean sing beautifully, I don't mean like that, that were just wonderful representatives of their culture. And the mutual respect and the knowledge that came from that of background, middle ground, and foreground. It was quite extraordinary. Well, that's just part of it. So the bull in the china shop business, so I can top and tail this, it's important not always to worry about your impact on people. He didn't worry at all. And as I said, you were either a friend or a foe of Alan Lomax. There weren't very many middle people. But I do honestly think, I don't worship him, no way. But I just admire him utterly and totally for his vision and for the way he acted on his vision. He didn't just think, he did. He didn't just talk, he walked. As a matter of fact, he ran. Okay.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.